Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out a new I-DLE reaction. We're going to check out their nude, both the relay dance and then the dance practice as well. Even though idol is not much of like, there are groups that really focus on their dancing, and then there's groups that really focus on their vocals, and then there's groups all on a spectrum in between. And idol is sliding more towards the focusing more on the vocals side, because I think it was Soyeon who once said once that um, their choreos might not be the most difficult, but they're always singing live, which I think is very impressive, and it definitely shows, at least from what I've seen of all of their choreos before, that they do sacrifice a bit on the complexity and intensity of certain aspects of the choreo, so that they can always be hitting their parts well, like the studio version, and sounding incredible, and they're all incredible vocalists in their own right. So yeah, I really respect that. But today we're going to check out the choreo. Um, then the relay is just kind of both choreo, but also fun. Getting to see them just sort of mess around with each other. It's always a good time. So yeah, we're gonna jump straight into the relay first, and then get to the dance practice. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's go. The outfits are crazy. The blonde hair on the whole group just works like crazy. And all the visuals, my god. This kind of outfit suits Neon way too good. This is like so Shuhua's era. The drop in this song is so interesting, and the way that they hit the choreo with sort of like the remix cabaret sound is like, it's so fitting. No, it's just a very long outro. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Like I said at the start, they don't focus so much on the choreo. Like, obviously they're dancing and they're good dancers in their own right, but compared to like other groups who do more focus on the choreo, rather than potentially 100% hitting every note live every time, like they do. Um, it's definitely they sacrifice on intensity, but they always have such fitting choreo for the actual concept itself, which is kind of why they're so iconic with their concepts. Like the choreos may not be the most difficult, but they're always extremely fitting to the song and to the concept itself, regardless. And I think that's really impressive. Plus, they just always look good when they're dancing. Very artistic, dancing a lot of the time. I think Tomboy was the only one that I would say was like less artful. But I think also the song itself was more of a statement than an art piece. And this Nude is one of the ones because Idol kind of has two modes: one where they're uh, doing stuff like Tomboy, and then one of the stuff where they're doing stuff like Nude and Oh My God and Hua and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, also I forgot to mention at the start, I have it right here, but I got my album today. And I've got, you can kind of see the corner of it. Hold on, just there next to above Billy and next to Blackpink. My big poster that I got, and then behind my computer is a poster that I got in the album of Mini. So very satisfied with my purchase there. It was really good. The photo book is crazy for this version, so I'm glad that I ended up with it. I got the Born version. But yeah, anyway, let's jump into the dance practice for Nude, where they can just sort of focus on the choreo completely. I'm expecting the formations to be a little bit more interesting than obviously the relay where they're in a line. So yeah, let's just jump in. Minnie's outfit is so good. Is that a love heart? Sort of. I think that's what it's meant to be. The formations are just way more interesting. That makes the choreo way more interesting than what it was in the relay. Because the relay they were just doing like their individual parts, right? So you didn't get all of like this stuff where they've got both the two on each side and sort of like a sort of picture frame, so sort of replicating a camera in a way around Mion, where it's sort of you could take the scene right out of the music video where she's at a press conference with all the cameras flashing and transposes it onto the choreo and they fit each other perfectly. So that's what I meant earlier when I said that even though their choreos aren't the hardest, they always really fit the concept really well. It's just really, I think that's what they go for over intensity and showmanship, I guess, in a way, because like hard choreos like can be really impressive, but this is impressive in another way where it's just really fitting for the song. Let's keep going. Neon is too pretty. I love this move. Probably my favorite part of the whole choreo. Soyeon's going pretty hard on this one. Getting a lot of energy into the moves. Ooh, and Yuchi. Ooh, that was nice. That's probably my favorite part, because I mentioned this in the Won the Kill Po or whatever. My most recent video before this, when they did the performance video. That move is like just very satisfying to watch, where they go into a line and then unfold. It reminds me a lot of another choreo that I can't think of right now what group it was, actually. Nope, can't think of it, but it's a similar move where they do something with their hand over their face and then everyone sort of unfolds behind. It's just very satisfying to watch. They just do it with their arms. They all have so much personality. I will say, I think Neon consistently just being like whatever the concept is. Like I've mentioned before, that her voice perfectly adapts to whatever um concept they're doing to fit her parts. Like she never uh in a way, she doesn't stand out as much as she could, because I think she can adapt her voice to whatever her part is meant to be and fills her role perfectly. Even if it does, I think sometimes cost her uh, her own popularity, because I think Mion overall is a very unselfish person and performer. But also when she dances, she just can't help but be cute, even if the concept is sexy, in a way like this one is, or a little bit more edgy like Tomboy was. She just has that face when she's dancing, and her moves aren't quite as she doesn't hit as hard as she could. I have no doubt she could, but she doesn't. And she just comes off as like a little bit more cute than everybody else. Like especially Minnie. Like look at Minnie's face. But yeah, I actually really like it. I think it's a nice like signature of hers, like a quirk in a way, you could say, that Mion has. But yeah, I really enjoy this era. Definitely Shua standing out the most that she's ever stood out before, and I really like that. And she's getting a lot of attention online, from just like everyone, not just idol fans. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the videos down in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.